Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an eyelash tutorial. If you haven't heard of FlutterHabit, you haven't heard me raving about them, FlutterHabit is DIY eyelash extensions that you do at home. They are advertised to last for 3 to 5 days. I routinely wear mine for about 6 to 7 days before I remove them and apply a new set, but they'll at least last you 3 to 5 days, which is just excellent. I used to have professional eyelash extensions for a period of time and I loved them, but I just couldn't keep up with the amount of time and the money that it took to keep them looking nice. So I eventually got rid of those, and then once I found out about FlutterHabit, I was so excited. So this is what they look like. This is the box that they come in. When you buy a set, you get 2 boxes, which comes with 6 pairs of lashes. So there's 3 pairs of... Aww. Okay, let's try again. This is what they look like. You get 3 pairs of lashes in every box. That's what they look like. They actually apply to the underside of your natural eyelashes, which gives them a much more professional and natural look. If you can apply strip false lashes, you can do this. There is a little bit of a learning curve when you first start trying to use them, but it is so worth powering through and figuring it out. And I'm gonna make a little bit of a tutorial here that should help you. I'm going to be applying the original, the sequel lashes today. There are a few different styles for every different style that you might want. All you need to apply your lashes are your lashes, of course, and a pair of tweezers. I just have a pair of Tweezerman angled tweezers. The glue, they sell the glue. This is Lash Lock Glue by Glad Girl. This is a latex adhesive, which is the one that I've always used because I don't have any sensitivities to latex, but if you do, they sell a latex-free option. I have not tried it yet, so I can't comment on it, but this is the glue that I use. And then you just need a pair of small manicure style scissors. And that's everything you need to do your own lashes at home, which is fabulous. So let's get started. Okay, so my box of lashes, take out the plastic card. There's a little tabby here that you can pull it up with, a little ribbon. Take the lashes out. They're on a plastic card. So I like to lay the lashes down in the way that I would be wearing them, so I can see where the outer corner is and then the inner corner, like that. There are 4 sections of lashes. You can see there's 4 sections of lashes, and each section of lashes has a different number of clusters on it. I'm going to remove a few of those clusters to make the lashes fit my eye size a little bit better. First thing I'm going to do is remove the first section from this plastic card. I like to use my tweezers to do that. I'm going to start with the outer corner here. So I'm just going to pinch the edge of the strip holding the lashes together and just gently pull it off of the card. Then I'm going to flip it around, and on the underside of these lashes there's a little tiny bit of adhesive that keeps the lashes on the plastic card that it comes in, so I just pinch that off and remove it. Then I lay that down on my mirror like so. Next, I'm going to repeat the process for all of the lashes on the first eye. As you can see, I have all 4 sections ready to go for my first eye. I like to work one eye at a time. Now I'm going to trim the 2 middle sections here to make this a little bit shorter on my lash line because my eyes are not big enough to accommodate all of these lashes. So for the 2 middle sections of the eye, I'm going to flip them over and trim off one of the clusters. Just like that. Pop it back down. Do the next one. So I'm removing 2 clusters total. You may need a different number of clusters for your eye shape. And that just takes a little bit of trial and error and practice to figure out what you like. Now my lashes are ready for adhesive. What I like to do now is I like to apply the adhesive to each section, starting at the outer corner, and then by the time I'm done putting all the glue on them, the glue has had a little bit of time to become tacky. So at that point, then I can just pop them on my lashes, and it's bing, bang, boom, easy peasy. So let's get started. I have my glue ready. I like to give it a little bit of a squeeze so that the glue is at the tip and ready to go. I've been using this same tube of glue for like almost a year, so it's getting a little low, so it takes me a second to get the glue ready. Then I'm going to take up the outer corner of lashes pinched in the middle of the lash strip, and I'm going to apply the glue to the band on the top of the lashes because they are going to adhere to the underside of my natural lashes, if that makes sense. So just like that. And it's really hard to show. I'll pop a photo here of what it looks like to have the proper amount of glue on the lashes. Once I've done that, I pick up the next section and keep going all the way down the line till all the lashes have glue on them. It's important to get the right amount of glue on your lashes. If you don't put enough glue on, they won't stick and won't have staying power. And if you put too much glue on, it might make a huge mess and you'll have problems. Now I'm actually going to apply the lashes to the underside of my eye. Instead of going like this to get access to the underside of my eyelashes like I used to do, which you're craning your neck back and it can just be really difficult, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look down into the mirror on the table so that when I'm hovered over it, I don't have to lift my eye quite as much. So I'm going to attempt to show you how I do that. Okay, I'm going to apply the lashes. I've angled the camera so you can see the underside of my lashes through the mirror. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to pick up the outer corner in the middle of the lashes with my tweezers. I'm going to lift up my eyelid and apply this to the outer corner at the base of the underside of my lashes, not touching the waterline. Not touching the waterline, but as close to the base of the lashes as possible. And I'm going to keep going because my glue is starting to dry and I don't want it to dry too much. Apply the next section right next to the first one. If they're touching, that's even better. If the glue's had a little bit of time to get tacky, they just stick right on. No problem at all. Okay, just like that. I do find it helpful to note that once you get the lashes stuck on there, press them up into the lashes and then leave them alone. Try not to fidget with them too much until the glue is pretty much dry, because if you fiddle with them too much, they will just fall off and then you'll have to start over again and it's quite a mess. So just leave them alone until the glue is dry. So there we have it. I have one eye done. I'm going to completely leave them alone and not touch them until the glue is dry. And now I'm just going to move on to the other eye. to apply these sections. They're ready to go. Okay, I got all those applied. Just going to use the back of the tweezers to make sure I press them up into my lashes without messing with them too much. Just making sure they're pressed up and lifted. Now I have to let them dry. Okay, while the lashes are drying, we'll chat about them a little bit more. This side has been drying for a little while, so I think what I'm going to do is my favorite trick to do when the glue is pretty much dry, as in not wet anymore, but not like completely cured. So I just wait like 5-10 minutes. Usually when this one's done, then I can do this. But I take my fingers and I just pinch them together with my natural lashes to really fuse them all together. And see, I didn't get any glue on my fingers when I did that, which tells me that it was a good time to do it and the glue isn't too wet. Press them up and then they'll continue to dry, and I'll do the same on this side after it's had a few more minutes to dry. Just want to leave them alone. But let's talk about these lashes a little bit. So I still wash my face and take a shower and all those things while I'm wearing them. I just try to avoid getting them directly wet or saturated with water, and definitely don't rub them while they're wet to keep them on. So when I take a shower, I kind of shield my face like this. Like I'll use one hand like this just to keep water from running down my face and lean my head back to shampoo and condition. And then when I wash my face, I tend to wash the bottom half of my face separately than the top half of my face so that the water isn't running down into my eyes. The first step I do when I'm washing my face is I take a cotton pad, like a cotton round with micellar water on it, and I use that to wipe around my eye area to get off all eye makeup. You can use a Q-tip with micellar water to get really close to the lash line if you have really heavy eye makeup, but it doesn't tend to disturb the lashes. And then I will use either my hands to do the top half and the bottom half of my face separately to cleanse them, or I'll use a mascara microfiber cloth to just make sure I remove all my makeup and cleanse my face. But I just try to keep the lashes dry at all times. And I haven't really had too much trouble with them staying on. They have been amazing. I have been wearing these lashes since August of last year. So it's been about 10 months. So it's almost been a full year of wearing these lashes, and I pretty much wear them continuously. I like to wear them for about 6 to 7 days as long as they still look nice, and then they start to look a little bit dirty around the lash line, and that's kind of my cue to remove them because I want to keep my eye area sanitary. So it's at about that point that I remove them, and then I'll usually just put on a new set like the next day. I don't really take a break in between, although you could do that. I haven't noticed any damage to my natural lashes in this last almost year that I've been wearing them. I think the key to keeping your lashes healthy is gently removing them. You don't ever want to tug on them because you're tugging on your natural lashes when you do that. So how I like to remove them is I will run my eye under the faucet or in the shower. If you're taking a shower, that's a really great way to do it. Just letting warm water run over them to really soften the glue. And then I'll just use coconut oil and gently massage until they sort of slide right off your natural lashes. That's the proper way to remove them. You just want to make sure that you're doing it gently and you're not pulling out your natural lashes. Otherwise, your lashes should be fine. One thing that I really wanted to make note of was the fact that I'm using the traditional glue that contains latex. If you are using the latex-free glue, you don't need to have any dry time to let it get tacky before you apply. You can apply the glue to the lashes and then immediately put them on your eyes. The two different types of glues behave differently, so this tutorial really only works for this style of glue. But I really do feel like the technique of looking down into the mirror really helps with being able to have access to the underside of your lashes. Now that I have these on, I will have fabulous lashes. I will wake up with beautiful lashes every day for 3 to 5 days at least, sometimes a little bit longer than that. So it's pretty awesome. As a mom who doesn't really want to spend the time or money on eyelash extensions professionally, it's really nice that I can do these at home. I can remove them at home if I want to. I have full control over it. It's totally affordable. If you buy a set of these lashes, if you buy a set, it comes with 6 sets of lashes, and it's only $30. And if you get a subscription, which I recommend because then you don't have to worry about items ever going out of stock, you'll always have your subscription. And you can cancel it or change it at any time, so it's pretty flexible. But if you have a subscription, it's even cheaper. So I recommend that. I also have a coupon code to get 10% off your first subscription. So if you want that coupon code, it'll be down in the description box. It's BlushingOphelia10 for 10% off. But thanks guys, I'm really glad that you tuned into my little tutorial today. I really wanted to do this because over the last almost year of wearing these lashes, I've developed different techniques to make it easier on myself, and I thought that that would be helpful to those of you. My previous tutorial for these lashes has been pretty popular, and I wanted to augment that with some new things that I've learned. So I hope you found it helpful today. And even if you're struggling with your lashes at first, I swear it is totally worth it to hang in there and try some new things and get the hang of it, because once you get the hang of it, it's so easy. And I just love how it looks so much. Now I just can't handle regular eyelash mascara anymore. I don't like to mess with it. You can still wear regular mascara on your lower lashes, but like honestly, I don't even bother with it most time because mascara is just a hassle. So I'm really glad I have these lashes now. They make me feel fabulous all the time, even when I'm not looking so fabulous. At least I feel fabulous, and that's the important thing, right? So thank you. We'll see you next time.